What if the most grotesque horror film of the 1980s wasn't about monsters, slashers, or demons, but about the rich? In 1989, director Brian Yuzna released Satire, a film that looks like a glossy Beverly Hills teen soap, but then mutates into one of the most disturbing, slimy, unforgettable body horror films ever made. It's a movie where the upper class don't just exploit the lower class, they literally consume them. Society uses body horror and surreal imagery to expose wealth, privilege, and the terrifying truth about who really feeds off who in America.
I think I was adopted. Don't you think that sounds a little bit paranoid? No.
Society tells the story of Billy Whitney, a rich Beverly Hills teenager who doesn't feel like he belongs. His family is wealthy, attractive, and socially connected, but Billy feels like an outsider in his own home.
Wasn't that Milo outside?
Yeah, he was just gonna take me to the game.
This paranoia runs throughout the first half. His parents gaslight him, his friends keep secrets, and authority figures dismiss his fears. On the surface, it plays like classic teen paranoia, part Stepford Wives, part Heathers. But underneath, it's a critique of class conformity. The real horror isn't just that Billy's family is hiding something grotesque, it's that he doesn't fit into the role society has chosen for him.
Rocky, that's Bill sees the one with the marks. The most incredible property that we raised. I know. They're absolutely fabulous. Rocky, you did a terrific job. Bill.
But here's where it gets weird, and I mean really weird.
Bill?
Because Billy eventually discovers his family isn't just dysfunctional, they're not even human in the way he understands it. The late 1980s, where shoulder pads were big, hair was bigger, and apparently the rich were a different species. This was the height of yuppie culture, Wall Street greed, Reagan-era trickle-down economics, and Beverly Hills as the ultimate status symbol. Society takes that world and pushes it to its logical extreme. What if the wealthy weren't just privileged? What if they were actually feeding on everyone else?
You're a different race from us, a different species, a different class. You're not one of us. You have to be born into society.
Keep your eye on Blanchard, Billy boy, because you're next.
Billy discovers that the elite literally consume the lower classes in a ritual called the shunting. It's a perfect metaphor for wealth and privilege. The rich don't just exploit the poor financially, they absorb them, body and soul. This isn't just shock value, this is satire with teeth, or in this case, with very stretchy, slimy teeth.
Alien scum. No, we're not from outer space.
The body horror in Society is some of the most surreal ever filmed. Special effects artist Screaming Mad George used 30 gallons of slime, custom moulded latex appliances, and reverse motion photography to create the shunting sequence. Practical effects that still look more disturbing than modern CGI. But this grotesque transformation isn't random. It visualises how the rich use the poor. The bodies are pliable, stretchable, consumable. Film theorists like Julia Kristeva talk about the abject, the horror of things that cross the boundaries of the body. Society weaponises this idea. The wealthy are no longer just people, they are an organism, absorbing, twisting and feeding off everyone beneath them. It's disturbing, yes, but it's also darkly funny.
Do you have any edible fantasies you'd like to indulge in, Billy?
Yuzna himself said he wanted the film to be a comedy of manners, taking it to its absolute extreme. And that's exactly what makes it work. The film doesn't just disgust you, it makes you laugh at how absurd the whole system is. But here's the real kicker. The most disturbing part of Society isn't the shunting at all. It's how normal it is for everyone involved. Billy's family, his friends, the judges, the cops.
You never were one of us.
They all accept this ritual as natural. The people in power don't see it as evil. They see it as tradition, as their right.
We have a double header. After the first shunting, we'll have that special treat we've been hearing so much about.
And that's the true horror of Society. Not the slime, not the gore, but the way exploitation is normalised by the people who benefit from it.
Warning. We interrupt this presentation with the following urgent message regarding the stuff.
This same theme appeared throughout Reagan-era horror. The Stuff in 1985 showed consumer culture literally consuming people. They Live in 1988 revealed the rich as alien parasites controlling our minds. Society just made it slimier, more visceral, more uncomfortably physical, because sometimes the best way to show you how the system works is to make it impossible to look away from. Which 1980s horror film do you think best predicted modern class warfare? The Stuff, They Live, or does Society take the crown? Drop your favourite in the comments section.
Didn't you know, Billy Boy? The rich have always sucked off low-class shit like you.
From Parasite to Succession, modern media continues to explore the horror of privilege, but few films have done it with the same surreal, slimy intensity as Society. More than 35 years later, Society feels oddly prophetic. Wealth inequality has only grown wider. The gap between the haves and have-nots keeps stretching, just like those bodies in the shunting scene.
I feel like something's gonna happen. And if I scratch the surface, there'll be something terrible underneath.
That's why Society isn't just a forgotten cult movie with a gross finale. It's one of the smartest, slimiest horror satires of its era, and maybe the most disturbing class allegory ever put on film. Because in the end, we all have to face society. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit the like button, subscribe to Retro Media Crypt, and check out my other horror deep dives.
We should have a dress code, I guess. And I think we should follow it in strict. We possibly can.